Maybe you'll just try one of these tips and see how it goes for a couple weeks and then try to incorporate another one. Or maybe you'll just dive right in and jump in and do the whole thing. I'm Meg. Welcome to Plant Fit Meg. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you'll take a look around at some other videos while you're here. I've lost 80 pounds on a plant-based diet. I share videos about healthy weight loss, simple plant-based recipes, and living a healthy lifestyle. In today's video, I wanted to discuss getting a jump start on your weight loss. And so whether you're just getting started on your weight loss journey, or maybe you've been kind of dipping your toe in the water, but now you're at the point where you're really determined and you want to just jump right in, jump in the deep end with both feet and just really go for it and do an experiment for, 2 or 3 weeks just to see how it goes and see how your body responds, see what your energy level is like, and see how you feel. This video is for you. If you enjoy weight loss videos, and if you like this video in particular, remember to give it a like and leave me a comment below letting me know what your biggest struggle is with your weight loss journey. With that being said, let's jump into the 5 tips for jumping into the deep end, getting a jump start on that weight loss journey. My first tip is to clear out your cupboards. Clear out your fridge and freezer, just go through everything and clear out anything that is really tempting, something that you binge on, or something that is around that you don't really want to have around, that you don't really want to eat, but sometimes you find yourself eating because it's there and it tastes good and whatever. So clear that stuff out of your house, remove the temptation, add that extra layer of if you do want that item, you have to think about it a little bit more and plan how you're going to get it because it's not easily accessible in your home. My next tip is to cut the crap, and crap stands for calorie-rich and processed foods. I believe Jeff Novick, the dietitian, was the person to first coin this acronym, and Dr. Greger has also referred to it, so I'll leave a couple of links below so you can check them out. But use a common sense approach to your weight loss. There are certain foods that I'm sure you recognize are not going to be healthy and not going to be helpful in your weight loss journey. So cut them out. It doesn't mean you need to cut them out forever, but do an experiment, try it for 2 or 3 weeks, cut the crap. Use a common sense approach. Not all processed foods are created equal. So if there's something that is very, minimally processed, which is a prepared product that helps you to stay on track, that's one thing. But use your common sense and your best judgment. If you're eating fast food, if you're eating a lot of takeout and restaurant meals, if you're drinking alcohol, all of these things, I would say cut for a time being and see how much progress you can make without those items in your life. Liquid calories would also fall into this category. So I did mention alcohol, but also pop, soft drinks, juices, specialty coffees, things like that. Just cut those out for the time being, replace them with water or black coffee, tea, and see how you do. Now that you've cleared out your kitchen, you've cleared out your fridge and your freezer and your pantry cupboards, and you're eliminating other fast foods and other items that you're used to consuming, now it's time to stock up on the good stuff. So stock up on all of the whole grains, starchy vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, fruit, legumes, beans, nuts, seeds, all that good stuff. So stock up on all those yummy things that you enjoy that you can put together in different combinations to make yummy meals that you really, really enjoy. This leads me into my next point. Once you have those items in your fridge, in your freezer, and in your cupboards, you need to actually eat those items in order to get to where you want to go. So make sure that you find a system that works for you. And this can take a little bit of trial and error, but in terms of getting jump started and getting going, I recommend batch cooking. You don't necessarily need to meal prep and prepare every single meal into individual portions. If that works for you and you know that that works for you, that's great. But I think a good starting point is to prepare a meal and make enough so that there's leftover for the next day, and or batch cook so that you batch cook, let's say, a batch of rice, or batch cook a batch of beans, or maybe you do both of those things so that you can use those plus vegetables. They can be fresh veggies, canned, frozen, whatever works for you. Throw it all together, add different sauces to flavor it in different ways, and combine them in different combinations to make new and exciting and fresh meals that you really enjoy. I'll leave some recipes linked below of things that I loved to batch cook in the beginning and leftovers that I really enjoyed having in the beginning of my weight loss journey, as well as recipes that I enjoy now that are super delicious, easy to throw together, and super nutritious and will be supportive of your health and weight loss goals. And my last tip is to focus on your why. It's really important as you go through your journey to focus on why you're doing what you're doing and try to keep that top of mind. For me, it was my health and really trying to be as healthful as possible, try to reduce future disease risk, and manage symptoms of diseases I was dealing with. I'll link my How I Regained My Health video here in case you haven't seen it yet and want to check it out. Your goals need to be more important than that momentary pleasure of eating XYZ. And so if you can really manage to retain your focus on your why and your big goals and focus on the long term, you'll be much more likely to make progress and get where you want to go. Along with this, I would say consider food as on a continuum rather than black and white, good and bad. Obviously, some foods are going to be more healthful and more supportive of your goals. And so on that side of the spectrum, you want to hang out there more consistently and more often. And for this couple of weeks, this 2 or 3 weeks that you're doing an experiment, you really want to focus on those whole foods and hanging out in that section of the spectrum. And then once your 2 or 3 weeks are done, if you want to try to incorporate some processed food back in, if you want to try to have a meal out or enjoy something that's not quite on this plan, that's okay. You can give it a go and see if you're able to just have the one meal out and then get back on track with your healthy diet and healthy lifestyle. For some people, jumping back into eating processed food will become a snowball effect and will become sort of the next processed food and the next one and the next one and the next one. So that's something to be wary of. But if you're able to just have the one thing and then come right back and, you know, do all of these things all over again. Have your cupboards be clear, cut out the crap, stock your kitchen, and prep your meals. And you're good to go. Well, obviously it is much easier said than done, but if I can do it, you can do it. And it took me a while to figure out, but if you are able to stick to this for 2 or 3 weeks, you might just feel so good that you want to continue eating and living this way. So jumping into the deep end won't necessarily work for everyone, and I don't think there is a one-size-fits-all approach to weight loss. So just a little disclaimer that you need to know yourself and know what will work for you. And sometimes you don't know what will work until you give it a go and see how you feel and see what happens, right? And that's part of the adventure, that's part of the experiment. It's part of the fun of going through your health and weight loss journey and trying to improve your health and feel better and lose weight and feel great. So give this a go. If you think it might work for you and you're really highly motivated and you want to give it a go, give it a go. Let me know how it goes. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then let it go. It might just not be the method for you. It might be that you want to sort of dip your toe in the water and have a more gradual approach, and that is perfectly great and acceptable and fine and lovely as well. You can check out my weight loss playlist here, where I talk about many different aspects of weight loss, like weight loss mindset and being mindful of food choices, what to do when you hit a plateau, how I lost the last 10 pounds, and all about my plant-based weight loss journey and experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, it'd be great if you can give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below letting me know maybe what resonated with you or what you're going to try. And maybe you'll just try one of these tips and see how it goes for a couple weeks, and then try to incorporate another one. Or maybe you'll just dive right in and jump in and do the whole thing. Either way, I wish you the best on your health and weight loss journey. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.